I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention one
Dad, I
question,
haven't done
something
anything!
which you later rely on in court.
The Netflix series Adolescence struck a chord with viewers, especially parents, tapping into the panic many feel about the impact of screen time and social media on their kids.
I thought there was a really good message on that lack of supervision and control adults have over what happens on social media, which is such a big world now for kids. There is a culture online that I don't think we're very familiar with as adults, that kids are getting exposed to earlier and earlier in life, including like pornography. That's not the pornography that people were used to. It's more cruel and violent.
But in a lot of ways, Adolescence attempts to simplify a lot of very complicated issues.
The job of a show is to be dramatic in some ways. It's really hard to see a one-line progression from like being in social media to actually ending up, killing a kid.
The show centers on Jamie, who is arrested for murdering his female classmate. As a potential explanation, the show points to Jamie's involvement in the world of incels, an online community of men who consider themselves involuntary celibates and blame feminism for their problems. But even the portrayal of incels in the show doesn't align with reality, according to experts.
No one becomes an incel overnight like that. You've got a 20-year history, in some cases, of opting out of having real, genuine relationships with people.
Thomas and his colleagues conducted a study in which they recruited and assessed 561 members of the incel community. They found that many had extremely poor mental health. 20% had contemplated suicide every day for the past 2 weeks.
When I ask incels how they made their way to the forums, it's because I started having ideas that I couldn't talk to my friends and family about, so I went there.
Thomas argues that the way to stop incel culture is to address the mental health problems that are so common in the community.
The developmental story tends to be rejection from a very young age. And for a lot of them, that's where the avoidance of society really starts to set in.